What's up, guys? I'm Vocal Strike, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Last time, we have attempted and failed to try and cure Regent Sid. Well, at least he's not an Oglop anymore. He's a frog now. So that's better, right? But also, Dagger has gone completely mute. She has lost her voice. But we do get a fancy new ship in the Blue Narcissus. Now, like I said, I did go over everyone's equipment to see if they learned anything new. Zidane's hasn't changed at all, really. I gave both Eiko and Dagger mantra bands. They don't learn anything new, but they do. It is just better, so might as well. I gave Eiko the Egoist Armlet, which will teach her level up. And I gave both Dagger and Eiko each a magic racket, which will teach them new abilities. Vivi, of course, gets his shiny new Cypress Pile. I gave him the Magician Robe to just increase his magic more, and the running shoes, which all teach him new abilities. So let's go over these new action abilities real quick. Auto Haste literally does exactly what it says on the tin. It's just like all of the other auto spells in the game, just haste. So let's go over these shiny new abilities. For starters, Mini. Oh, whoops. I forgot to... Here we go. Sorry about that. Forgot to put my phone on vibrate. Mini costs 8 MP. Makes single and multiple targets smaller. So what this does is that this makes the target's physical attacks weaker. And also makes their defense much smaller. So they're basically as like one would expect from Mini, but I don't think the debuff affects spells, if I recall correctly. Berserk costs 6 MP. Causes single or multiple targets to attack uncontrollably. This inflicts the Berserk status. So there's a bit of a risk with this one. What Berserk does, if you remember, raises the attack power of the target, of like those inflicted. However, they can't do anything except attack. You lose all control. You could mix this up with like counter, or you can include like where is it? Blind with it. Assuming that they're vulnerable to it, to effectively make them waste turns. Which can be helpful. Whereas Eiko, I believe, can only learn Mini from this, so cannot learn Berserk. Vivi... let me double check to make sure I'm remembering right. Yes. Vivi finally gets some more heavy hitting spells in Comet and Break. Comet costs 16 MP, causes non-elemental damage. This is a very heavy hitting attack. If you're dealing with an enemy that has like high or null that is resistant to elemental damage, or absorbs elemental damage, or is completely immune to it, use Comet. It does a lot. And Break, which costs 18 MP and causes Petrify. So now we finally have a way to petrify enemies, turn them into stone. Which does mean that if we can petrify all enemies, we just immediately win. Of course, I'm pretty sure there is no boss anywhere in this game that is vulnerable to petrify. So that's also something to keep in mind. But also on the Blue Narcissus, you can actually talk to the people on your active party. And they will each have something to say depending on I believe depending on the progression of the game. Like how far along you are in the game. Dagger can't say anything at the moment because, well, she's mute right now. Vivi, don't worry about me. I'm okay. And Eiko, we're going back to my home on the outer continent, right? And of course, we talked to Regent Sid. We can switch up the party members. So let me throw in these three, and I'll show you what they have equipped real quick. Hers didn't really change, like, at all. Neither did Amaranth's. He still has, like, a lot of stuff that he's learning, some of which are action abilities. Steiner, on the other hand, I gave him the Gold Helm to continue learning Mental Break. He now has the Plate Mail, so now he can start learning Locomotion. The Lapis Lazuli doesn't really change much. The Thunder Gloves remained. I decided to let him keep the Coral Sword because he is so close to literally getting the charge ability that you might as well do it. That I might as well just finish her up. But I don't even think we even covered the charge ability. Costs 10 MP. Makes all near-death party members attack. So if any party member's HP are in the yellow, I believe that's the near-death. It forces everyone to attack. I've never used it because I just don't like playing, like, high risk, high reward type of builds, you know? I don't like lowering my HP to dangerous levels to do a shit ton of damage because I am always worried that I'll die and just get a game over. So I've never really used it. I assume this also increases attack. I'm not entirely sure. I'm most likely never going to use it to find out. But it's there for you dangerous type of players. And of course, like always, right up. Traveling by ship is uncomfortable, but it cannot be helped. We must find him by any means necessary. Oh, so she doesn't like traveling on the high seas, and well, to each their own. At least she's not seasick. Maybe this trip will be good for the princess. And of course, Amaranth. I'm not looking forward to seeing that sick narcissist again. And then we got finally good old Quina. Which, honestly, hasn't changed. Like, at all. Why we not fish? Lots of yummy fish swim out there. Of course, they're thinking with their stomach. So, let's also discuss our party real quick. We're gonna keep Queen in the party, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Dagger. And I think I'll keep Steiner here as well, because he's so close to just finishing ability, I might as well. Plus, I did say that we do have, we do have a little bit of something to cover with Dagger in battle. Because not only is she mute because of plot reasons, this also affects her in battle, and it's not a good thing. Anyway, we set sail, Blank! And the first thing we're gonna do is take a visit over to the Q's Marsh. So, we got a total of 3 different marshes to visit. We have one on the Mist Continent, Nope. One over here on the outer continent, if I can find where it is. Ah, over here. And then we have one over in the on the Long Island west of the south. I believe this is it over here. We have one over here, which is over in the Forgotten Continent. We're going to visit all three, and we are going to get the and we're gonna get the frogs there. So onwards. But also, while you're traveling on the ship, you don't have to worry about encounters. Here we go. Fortunately, the first Q's Marsh is really close by. We're not gonna be getting all the side stuff done in one video. That's just gonna be a lot. Plus, I do have some other work to do as well. So, I'm just gonna basically record this, edit this when I can, and get some of that extra work done. So we're gonna catch whatever frogs we can. We're gonna leave behind a male and a female and a gold frog as always. Can I catch frogs? But now we can catch baby frogs. We can keep these. They don't really change anything. We just gotta keep the two, the male and the female one. We cannot catch any tadpoles, however. So we're not gonna get a lot from this one. And catching baby frogs does not affect your count. It still counts as catching a frog. There you go. Male, female, a bunch of tadpoles. So yeah, we're done over here on this one. Just doing what we can to get the counter up. I will see you over at the outer continents, Q's Marsh. Oh. Fight right off the gate. Fortunately, these enemies are like really weak at this point. So, something that you probably have already noticed right off the gate. Dagger does not have a trance gauge anymore. While she is in this stage, she can no longer build up a trance meter. On top of that, she also has a chance of not focusing in combat, effectively wasting her turn. I'm gonna see if I can get that to trigger. Oh, I forgot I had counterattack on there. Whoops. Let me take that off real quick. But hey, Zidane and Steiner learned the abilities they were nearly about to learn. But yeah, let me take off counter real quick. We don't need this. We don't need this. Sure, why not? But yeah, that's basically how Dagger is going to be affected now. Is that She has a chance of of not focusing, wasting her turn, and basically not doing anything. So right now, Dagger is at her weakest. She is very much nerfed. So it may not be entirely worth it to try and get her in combat, because she's not reliable right now. She will eventually let you down in more ways, more than once. With that said, she can still get experience in AP from all battles, so if you still want to train her up, there is absolutely nothing stopping you from doing so. Just keep in mind that she's not the most reliable person right now. If you're looking for a white mage and a summoner, Eiko is your best bet until Dagger feels better. But let's also get this out. Let's see, clear-headed. As I want up here, accuracy plus, auto reflect. Let's do clear-headed. And now that you have finished that, we're going to equip the Blood Sword back on you so that you can continue to learn Dark Side. I still can't believe we haven't taught him Beast Killer yet. Which I am surprised at this point. I'm pretty sure we do have other ways of teaching Beast Killer on him, right? Yes, the Moonstone. So we don't even need to give him a worse sword. With that said, let's switch Dagger out for now for Eiko. Since again, Eiko is the more reliable white mage at the moment. That should be fine for now. Now, on to the Outer Continent's Q Marsh. Okay, let's see. I see at least one baby frog. A few, actually. And like always, we're going to leave a male, a female, and a gold. What? Gotcha. Get over here, you! Any more babies? Nope, that is it. So we're getting 3. Okay, now off to the Forgotten Continent's Q Marsh. Oh, okay. Here it is. I actually kind of got the location wrong. So, this little island right here is actually where the, the Q's March actually is on Forgotten Continent. So, the only places we can actually land the Blue Narcissus on are ports and docks, as well as beaches. We cannot land anywhere else. And of course, all Q's marshes are basically built the same way. Except now we got this to deal with. But we get to catch a lot more frogs this, this time around. Not seeing a gold though. So we're just gonna be leaving a male and a female then. I do see another male. I see 1, 2, 3 other males. 3 other females. So okay, so we can catch 2 more of each. Oh, hi, Quail. No, seriously, how do you get to these marshes? So what do we get this time? Battle boots. Okay, that only leaves the males. Okay, we got 48 frogs total. Now, let's take a look at those battle boots. Battle boots. Combat boots. Teaches MP attack, initiative, and HP plus 20%. I don't know who all can learn initiative. Not you. Can you learn initiative? No. Wow, Quail didn't even give an accessory that can, that Queena can learn. But now with all that done, let's return to the Blue Narcissus, because I do want to see who all can learn initiative. So these 3 guys can't, these 3 can't learn him. What about Amaranth? He's a monk, so he tends to know some pretty unique ones. Freya, let's check these 3. He cannot learn initiative. But Freya can. And she's currently learning Body Temp and Distract. You know, let's take a look at what initiative actually does. Because I don't remember it at all. Of course, it could have been one of those abilities I just wasn't able to learn in the initial playthrough. Raises the chance of Burst Strike. Oh, does this actually increases the chance of getting a back attack? I think that actually might be what this does. Which is honestly not bad. Not bad at all. But I think we're gonna stick to the diamond. We're gonna slap the diamond back on her. Okay, so let's get Queen Up back in the party because we're going to need them again. And this time, let's throw in Eiko and Vivi for the sake of healing and support, especially since Dagger is kind of unreliable at the moment. Because now, if you recall from all those bios, on some of the on a few, well, at least for one of them that we've actually encountered in the past, we have, now that we got Queen Up back in the party, we actually have some new blue spells that we can now learn. Two of which is on this island, which, by the way, is called Lanner Island. So we have one in the marshlands over here. Not in Q's Marsh, but in the marshlands. Ah, here you are. This is Adamantoise. Can I... Alright, he doesn't... Blizzara... Actually, what am I doing? I have Matra Magic. Miss. Ow. That was a hit. Oh, Limit Glove. Oh. Limit Glove again. This time on Eiko. Yeah, Adamantoise is not only tough, but can also be very dangerous. But we got Earthshake from it. Oh, Zidane learned Thievery from that as well. So, oh, it's a good thing we did some shopping, huh? So, Earthshake. Costs 20 MP. Causes earth damage to all enemies. This is honestly, I believe, one of, if not the only way to learn earth, to have any sort of earth attack. Any sort of earth spell to cause earth damage. If I recall correctly, Vivi does not learn any sort of earth elemental spells. So Quina is kind of here to... Quina's blue magic is, as you could probably tell, is more or less going to pick up the slack on elements that Vivi and the others just can't learn. Then... Actually, do we already have this one? I'm not seeing it, so no. The next one is actually in the Q's Marsh proper. Specifically, the Lannar Island Q's Marsh. You're not going to find this at the others. And you are not it. Oh, I believe this is it. Yeah, these freaky things. I believe these are what we're looking for. Yes, these are anemones. Oh wait, I think that's Berserk. So, anemones do have another, does have another blue spell that we can learn. Miss. This is also a good time to see what Comet looks like, actually. Or not. Come on. Another miss. Oh, come on. I should have done a bit more. I should have let some of these enemies up. Okay, you gotta be kidding me. Maybe that was actually enough for Quina to eat them. Quina keeps ending up dead. Oh no. Yeah, I'm stuck in a loop. I'm just gonna run. This is a loss. Phoenix, that would be a very good time. Nope. That was a massacre. At least now I know. Yeah, I have no way of dealing with Berserk. I'm just gonna have to deal with them, hope for the best. But we can silence them. We can definitely silence them. Do we... Oh, whoops. Yes, Eiko can silence. We to lightning. Again, I really should have done some research. Like, honestly, some more research into these guys. Okay, so we do have somewhat of a plan. We just have no real way of dealing with Berserk. Well, Eiko learned to reflect while trying to find those anemones again. So she still has to learn Carbuncle. Oh, no, not auto. Okay, so first things first, we are going to inflict silence on these things. Damn it. That's what Comet looks like. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal. Maybe... Oh no. Oh, come on! Ugh. These anemones have proven to be annoying. There goes attempt number 2. On to attempt 3. Oh good, there's only one this time. Fuck. All because I mispressed. I'm not trying to grind, I swear, but Eiko learned Carbuncle? Okay, what's the next one? Auto Float Mini. Reflect, no, level up. Locomotion Healer. Level up. Auto Reflect. Guardian Mog. Yeah, let's have her learn Guardian Mog. Oh. I thought I went through everything with Eiko. Guess not. Survival Vest it is. She'll learn Locomotion as well. Well, at least we get to talk about this one. So, Guardian Mog. Let's go ahead and take this off. And Jelly. Guardian Mog costs 3 magic stones. Mog protects with unseen forces. I believe what this does is... one moment. This can only be taught to Eiko. No one else. And... This removes status ailments before experience and AP are given at the end of a battle. So... if she is afflicted with a status ailment, any status ailment really, that if she is inflicted with any status ailment that that lingers after battle, Guardian Mog will cure that. Now to find another anemone. Man, we're just learning all of the abilities. Wait, so we got a few. Auto Reflect. Accuracy Plus. Let's do Accuracy Plus. Okay, good. There's only one this time. Finally! We don't have to worry about any magic anymore. Oh, this is going swimmingly. This is going so well. So now we just have to wait for Quina to there we go. Why couldn't this have worked out so well the last attempt? Jesus. But from it we get Bad Breath. The signature move of the Mulboro. And Vivi learned Break. Bad Breath costs 16 MP. Causes Confused, Darkness, Poison, Slow, and Mini to the enemy. So now we have a way of inflicting basically darkness and poison. Or, like, we basically have a way of inflicting darkness to someone if we don't have a white mage outside of the tents now. But now that that's done, next up is the Aoife Tree. So it turns out that unfortunately I could not find a beach anywhere near the Aoife Tree, so I had to park the boat near Madain Sari. But I also ran into a, I believe it's a troll on the way here. And it turns out I was wrong about sleep. Turns out if the entire party is asleep, it's an instant game over. But if all of the enemies are asleep, the battle continues regardless. So, I have been wrong this whole time. My mistake. How do I know this? Because literally I just melee attacked the troll with Quina. And the ad status kicked in, putting it to sleep, and it was the only enemy there. So, now we just gotta find a zombie. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and experiment. Let's see if the wiki about the information I got about, yep, I knew it. So, yeah, to insta-kill these things, you need to use softs. Stona will not work. Oh, Eiko learned locomotion from that at least. Silk Robe is just better. Here you are, zombies. So we're gonna inflict life on one of them, Mantra Magic on the other. Nacho Magic's gotta hit at some point. Oh no. It melted. Damn it. We are learning all of the abilities today. High Tide, counter. High Tide. Auto Float. Which honestly we're gonna need to learn at some point, so... Eiko learned to level up. I promise you, I'm not trying to grind. Oh, I think I inflicted zombie on Quina. Yep. But Eiko learned Guardian Mog. Again, I'm not trying to grind, I promise. Oh, we got you. Auto Reflect. Reflect Null. Healer. And MP plus 20%. Let's do Healer. Counter, Comet, Auto Haste, Accuracy Plus. Oh my god, we are learning just abilities back to back to back. Jesus. Quina finally earns High Tide on the way back to the Blue Narcissus. Okay, on the way back to... Now that I'm back at the Aoife tree, I went over to the Blue Narcissus to swap a Vivi out for Freya since Vivi couldn't learn anything else, but she finally learned White Draw while still looking for zombies. Auto Haste. Reflect Null. How about MP plus 20%? Ah, damn it. Oh, come on! You know, I was planning to end the video on a new town, but that's not happening now. Not at this rate. Auto Float, MP Attack, and Body Temp. Freya learns locomotion. Okay, there is still more stuff she can learn. We don't have to go all the way back. So, Beast Killer, Accuracy Plus, Counter, Auto Haste and Auto Potion, 20% Beast Killer, Chemist, Gamble Defense, Counter, Chemist, Auto Potion, Initiative HP plus 20%. Let's do this one. Please eat. Please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! Actually, doesn't the Phoenix down? I'm doing this the hard way. I just realized. Phoenix down can knock him down to 1 HP. Rarely kills, but can knock undead enemies down to 1 HP. I'm doing this literally the hard way. Okay. Okay, I literally realized that I am essentially doing this the hard way. To make this easier for undead enemies, use a Phoenix Down, which will rarely one-shot them. Otherwise, it will bring them down to 1 HP. And that killed. Fuck. No! Oh, finally. Please don't kill. Good. Finally, we have roulette. Ugh! I can't believe I was doing it the hard way. Now off to get the final one. Now I can finally end this video. As you can tell, I am very annoyed right now. Not only did it take me forever to find these zombies in the first place because I was running to anything but, I was doing it the hard way because I completely forgot that Phoenix Downs has a high chance of lowering undead enemies' HP down to 1, with a rare chance of just killing them outright. So I was doing it the hard way, god damn it. Oh, I am mad at myself. So roulette costs 18 MP, randomly KOs a target. As you saw with the zombie, it literally chooses all targets, both ally and enemy, and then whatever it lands on gets KO'd. So if you're lucky, you can hit your enemy with this. If you are unlucky, however, one of your party members go down. This is very much RNG. It is not worth using. Not unless you want the extra challenge or you're just feeling lucky. Anyway, I'm gonna go tent. And then we're gonna head off to getting the 4th and final blue spell we can get right now. Okay, so against this one enemy that we have a back attack on, that we have been snuck up on, I'm just gonna go ahead and just show off what Eiko's Carbuncle looks like, because we haven't seen that yet. Ruby Light. And now everyone has Reflect. This is honestly the only way to get Reflect on all party members. And let's see what Phoenix looks like if we can. We can't use the full effect, but it does revive all party members from KO. Rebirth Flame. It also does a lot of fire damage to all enemies. Huh, Reflect actually had some use there. But that's what Phoenix and Carbuncle look like. Now back to the Blue Narcissus. So the next places we actually want to go to is on the beaches of one of these locations. The Outer Continent, Salvage Archipelago, Lanor Island, or the Eastern Lost Continent. Where I managed to get this one on my personal playthrough was, I believe, over here. On this beach. We can only encounter this in the beach. That's Quilmero Shores. Was it this beach actually? I think it was. Hold on, let me run around this beach here real quick to find out. Because I think it was this beach, and my memory's right. Yes! This is what we're looking for. The zombie, or the, not zombie, whale zombie. So, just like before, we are going to do a Phoenix down. And hopefully it doesn't kill. And we're gonna eat. It didn't kill. Which means now we can eat it, and we get level 5 death. Finally, I can end this episode. I'm still annoyed about the zombie thing. And Eiko learned MP plus 20%. Reflect Null. And Auto Haste. Let's do Reflect Null. Because I believe that one is new. We're starting to see a lot of these that it's honest. Nullifies Reflect and attacks. I think what this means is that this nullifies attacks that have been reflected off of Reflect, I think. At least I assume, I never used it. But nullifies Reflect, so if your enemy is using Reflect, you can use Nullify Reflect to deal with that. And now for Quina. We're really filling this out now. Where is it? Level 5 Death costs 20 MP, KOs all enemies whose levels are multiples of 5. Again, kind of speaks for itself. Pretty much the level 5 and Death version of level 3 Defense Less and level 4 Holy. Very specific unless you know the enemies are in levels are multiples of 5, which you'll probably find out through a guide or something, or like a wiki. But now with all that's done, next time on Final Fantasy IX, we are going to be continuing doing our side stuff and finish them up, hopefully. Well, actually, no, not quite finish them up. There's another bit. So we're going to do... Yeah, we're basically going to just check out some of these new towns. And we're going to turn to some Kupo nuts. And depending on how long they are, we might also do some cleanup with Chocobos, with Choco as well. So thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so I can stay up to date on my videos. And please do consider supporting me on Pixit Fanbox, Subscribestar, and Patreon. Links are down in the description as always. You'll be supporting me in the channel and I'll be able to make more and hopefully better content for you guys. But I really do need your help with that. I can't make better quality videos without your help. So any and all support would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.